The Black Ops 6 Easter eggs have finally come out, and the short and sweet one is Liberty Falls. So I'm gonna give you guys a quick, super easy guide on how to do this. So let's get into it. First thing you're gonna do is you're gonna go to the church, open all the way, whatever way you wanna go, get to the church, and inside the church, there's gonna be this generator. You interact with this generator, and you start the Easter egg. First thing you gotta do, build the jet gun. There's 3 parts for the jet gun. The first one you get by picking up the valve that's right outside the flower shop and taking it to this spot in the bowling alley. You melee open this panel, put the valve in there, and then you have to continuously interact with this valve until this meter fills up and it drops your first piece. The second part you get by killing this named zombie in the graveyard by the church. He drops a key, you use it on this shed, and the part will be immediately to your right. And the last part is over in this closed off building. You use a mutant injection and smash the gate open, and you interact with the scraps on the ground, and the last part will pop out. The buildable table is on the second floor of the motel, and once you have this jet gun, you can start doing the actual Easter egg. The first thing you need to do is get 3 more parts. One of these parts is in the church, and you just suck with the jet gun, and the part comes to you. Crazy phrasing, I apologize. From on top of the white truck right outside the bank, you look through this window, and your second part is right there. And the third part is right through the holes in the ceiling in the comic book store. You do the same thing, just pull it in with the jet gun, and then you have all 3 parts. You can then build this on top of the bank, and now you need to go back, interact with the generator that's in the church. I don't know if it's actually a generator. This machine, and you pick up this cylinder. I don't know if you have to do these in a specific order, but there's these storms that you've probably seen from the beginning of the game. There's one to the right of spawn, and there's one in the graveyard by the church. You place your item that you crafted underneath the storm, gonna make a portal. You defend this portal, make sure zombies don't break it, and once the defense is over, an HVT is gonna spawn. To make this easier, you don't have to carry that cylinder on your back because you can't sprint with it. You can just put it down and then pick it up again. But you get the HVT low, and you lead it to the closest trap. The one in spawn being here, the one at the church being right here. And the traps themselves activate on these, and it's like a radius around that. So you place your cylinder where that radius is going to be, lead the HVT into that, and kill it while it's in the trap. That puts the HVT soul into that cylinder, and you bring it back to the generator. That generator is then going to spit out this item. That's a tactical, and if you played MWZ, you've used something like this before. And when you hold it out, it's either going to be green, yellow, or red. You're going to go to these 3 scanners around the map. There is one right down the stairs, right outside of the church. There's another in the backyard of the buildings right by the church. And the third and final one is right on this little drop off underneath the roof of the bank. So when you hold out that scanner, you're going to interact with these 3 things and make them the opposite color. So if it's green, you're going to make that scanner red. If it's red, you're going to make that scanner green. And if it's yellow, you make the scanner yellow. There's no opposite for that. Once this is done, all these scanners are going to shoot lasers back towards spawn. And that little thing that's in spawn that hurts you is going to pop out a second cylinder. Now, you know how I told you that there's these 2 storms. One's in spawn, one's in the graveyard. You're now going to bring it to the one that you didn't do and repeat that same process. You're going to defend it until the HVT spawns, lead it to the closest trap, make sure that cylinder is placed in that purple radius, and kill the HVT while it's in the trap. And that collects the soul. You bring it back to the generator in the church, and now the next time that you interact with the generator, it's going to bring you into the, I'm doing air quotes, boss fight. All that's going to happen is going to be 3 waves. You survive these 3 waves of enemies where HVTs spawn and the zombies feel like it's like a rampage inducer. You survive these 3 waves, everybody goes down, and then the cutscene will play. Super quick, easy Easter egg. For completing it, you get this calling card normally. If you're doing it before the guided version of the Easter egg came out, you get this special calling card. And on top of both of those things, for some reason, I don't know if this is for everybody, won't let me equip it, you get a special ray gun skin. But that's it, super easy Easter egg. Not a lot of steps, don't overcomplicate it. If you guys have any questions, make sure to let me know. If I got something wrong, I'll make sure to correct myself. I appreciate you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.